What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Full Send SRT. My name is Caden, and today we're going to be talking about the rumored 2022 Dodge Challenger Hellcat. Now, before we get into the video, I want to give you guys a big thank you for getting me to 5,000 subscribers. I never thought when I first started out that we'd even get to like 100 subscribers, but we were at 5,000 and I can't thank you guys enough. So for hitting 5,000 subscribers, I've decided to finally show you guys my new project. As you can see, I'm currently sitting in some sort of vehicle, so let me hop out and I'll show you exactly what we got. Still stay tuned, we are going to be talking about the 2022 Dodge Challenger and all of its quirks and features. Okay guys, so here is the cab of a 1966 Chevy C10. Now this vehicle has been in the family for years now, but we are just finally getting to fully restoring it. Here's my Golf R, but here you can see the Chevy C10, the cab of it. It's gonna be a satin black paint. Yes, this is the final product for the paint. It's a little bit dusty right now, but we are soon gonna have the fenders and box very soon. We're gonna completely slam it and we're gonna put like 22s on it, and it's gonna look absolutely insane. So stay tuned for the build. It's gonna look really good. No, we are not going to be keeping that chair in there. We're not going to keep a camping chair in the C10. We're going to get some Recaro racing bucket seats. We're going to put like an LS3 supercharged V8 in it. So make sure to stay tuned and hit that subscribe button for the build. Okay, y'all, so let's talk 2022 Dodge Challenger Hellcat and SRT. So as you might have recently heard, the SRT line is reportedly being thrown away from Dodge and Jeep. There's been lots of journalism reporting on how the SRT is being discontinued, the team has been dismantled, and we'll never see SRT again. But I did some more research and some more digging, and I came to a good conclusion today. I looked at all the numbers and all the sales for the SRT and Hellcat models, and they have sold out year after year. There has never been more demand for Hellcats and SRTs like in 2021. Especially with our recent shortage of all the Hellcats and SRTs and the chips not being produced, people have been paying through the roof for these vehicles. I personally had a 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT that I bought for about $70,000 3 years ago and sold for about $70,000 a month ago. So these vehicles are absolutely beloved by the entire car community. Everyone can respect the SRTs and Hellcats. So what's next for the Challenger? Well, in 2022, I've heard reports that the Challenger is actually going to get a refresh and new design, from the grille to the body, and even lightening the vehicle up a little bit, because it is a very heavy vehicle. There's so many memes out there that the SRTs are just boats because they are so heavy and they can't really corner. All they can do is go fast in a straight line, but I don't think that's going to be true for 2022. Now, in my opinion, it does need a refresh. The Dodge Challenger has been looking the same for the last decade. Now it's finally time to get a new and more sleek design. Just like the Corvette C8, Corvette really stepped it up with their recent mid-engine vehicle, so it's time for Dodge Challengers and Dodge Chargers to do the same. Now if you take a look right here, you can see that this render looks very futuristic and modern for the Challenger, and I think this would be a very good design for them to go towards. And also, as you may know, the Dodge Challenger, the wide-body Hellcat redeye, is about $100,000, and the interior is pretty much the same as the Scat Packs. So I really think it's time for Dodge to upgrade their interiors towards the Mercedes and BMW styles, so that when you pay $100,000 for this vehicle, you really get what you pay for. Something else I would love to see in the new Challengers is a carbon fiber option steering wheel and carbon fiber exterior packages. I don't care if they're like $3,000 or $4,000, I just want the option. Because when you are paying upwards of $100,000 for your vehicle, you should be able to choose and make it really special like Mercedes does for their AMGs. With the AMGs, you can option a carbon fiber steering wheel, bucket seats, sport bucket seats, Alcantara wheel, and you know those little dial gauges on the steering wheel. I think those are super cool. Sure, they might be a little bit gimmicky, but that's what makes the vehicle really special. Now when it comes to the engine of the new Dodge Challenger SRTs and Hellcats, I can really see them going towards a V8 hybrid or a V6 hybrid. As you may know, the C63 AMG has recently went to an inline-4, creating over 500 horsepower, and it's all-wheel drive as well. So with emission regulations getting tighter and tighter by the day, I know California has some crazy restrictions right now, and that's where the majority of vehicles are produced and sold. What I can really see them doing is going to an inline-6 engine, creating about 500 horsepower, and adding electric motors on all four wheels, creating 300 horsepower. Now, while this may not be ideal for us SRT and Hellcat fans, you know, it's kind of disappointing that it's gonna go to an inline six. It's been for the last couple of decades a V8 that we all know and love. This is just the way the world's going. So I think the future engines are either gonna be a V6 hybrid or a V8 hybrid. The one thing I am very concerned about, guys, is it's gonna be the sound of these vehicles. I know BMW already puts speakers on the exteriors of their vehicles to play the exhaust noise because there isn't actually any exhaust tone. I really hope SRT and Hellcat does not go this way for their upcoming vehicles, because that would kind of take out the fun of owning a muscle car. Now, one thing I wanted to point out is that I really hope they make the new Challenger Hellcats and SRTs all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive. What I mean by that is in the new E63 or BMW M5 competition, which is all around $120,000, you can choose from one of the two. You can choose all-wheel drive or you can choose rear-wheel drive with just a touch of a button. Now, while this might be expensive technology, you are paying $110,000 for a Challenger anyways. They should have this technology in there. Plus, having 700 to 800 horsepower is a complete waste when you make the vehicle rear-wheel drive. It's almost impossible to use all those horsies. The main reason that the Trackhawk is faster than all the Challenger and Charger Hellcats is purely because the Trackhawk is all-wheel drive. So if they made the Challenger Hellcat all-wheel drive with along the 800 horsepower, that would be an absolute animal of a vehicle. I really think we should have an all-wheel drive model. Also, if we end up going electric, I really wonder how modding the vehicle would work. I don't know too many tuners or modders or shops that would work on electric vehicles. You know, it might be a little bit hard to adapt to. But the main point in today's video is that Hellcat and SRT will definitely not be going away. I was reading an article from Tim Kuniskis, the CEO of Dodge himself, and he said electrification will allow for much more power in future models for Dodge Challenger Hellcats, Jeep Trackhawks, and all those great vehicles. So what I think they're doing is they're creating so much hype for these upcoming vehicles so that when they release them, they're going to sell out right away. Because right now, it's almost impossible to get a new Trackhawk or Hellcat. They're not really making them right now because of the chip shortage in Canada. You can't even order one. So guys, if you enjoyed today's video and want to see more of this C10 build, and I will be ordering a 2022 Trackhawk when they are announced, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Full Send SRT signing off. Peace.